What do we know about what is going to be detailed in that manifesto?
Well, I know I say this every time I come and stand here with you, Tom, but this is one of Sunak's last chances to close that poll lead with Labour. He's getting attacked on the right by Reform, led by Nigel Farage, who, of course, brought down his predecessors Theresa May and David Cameron, and he's got the attack from the left, from Labour. So in terms of this manifesto, we're expecting a cut to stamp duty for first-time buyers, a further cut to national insurance, the payroll tax by 2 percentage points. But the trouble is, like that surprise election announcement, this manifesto appears to have been drafted by a small group of top Sunak aides. And beyond that circle, as you say, there is wrangling, there is frustration that Sunak isn't going far enough to oppose the Reform Party, for example. They would want a cut to inheritance tax, for example, and they say that cutting national insurance for a third time, when it hasn't seemed to move the polls the first 2 times, is, to paraphrase a Tory aide, the definition of insanity.
All right, the definition of insanity. One view there, of course, on that manifesto pledge and the thoughts going into it. What about the Liberal Democrats, then? One of the other opposition parties here coming out with their manifesto. We do have that now. We have the details on that.
Yeah, we got it yesterday. Essentially, bigger tax cuts, tax rises for the rich, for frequent flyers and for banks as well, to raise about £10 billion, and this to fund care and also the National Health Service. They also, interestingly, want to rejoin the single market when it comes to the European Union to boost trade and growth. Now, this is the other threat to Rishi Sunak. I've talked about the left and the right. This is the threat coming from the south. We're not likely to see, as you can see him on the screen there, Ed Davey, the Liberal Democrat leader, as the next Prime Minister. The polls suggest that the Lib Dems would come in fourth behind Reform. But what they could do is win enough seats to influence the shape of the next government if there is as close a result as there was in 2010 or 2017.
Meanwhile, to the economic data of the UK and the Bank of England and expectations around where the Bank of England lies in terms of its rate cuts, we may get more of a steer on that with the wage data out at 7 a.m. UK time. What are you going to be scrutinising out of that data set?
Yeah, you're right. At 7 a.m. we'll get the latest jobs numbers. The picture likely to be uncomfortable, but not uncomfortable enough to stop the Bank of England cutting rates. So a similar picture to the ECB. Of course, we had their first cut last week, and all of the disquiet around that because of one of the things being the rapid wage growth. That is likely to be the same situation here. Sticky wage growth in the 3 months to April, 6.1% is the number that we're looking for. Why? Well, of course, we had that rise in the national minimum wage in the month of April as well. But, as I say, not likely to put the Bank of England off cutting rates. Our economists expect the first cut in August. The only one that's fully priced at the moment is November, June off the table because of the election, essentially. But it'd be interesting to see the new pricing when we get it at 7:30 a.m. London time.
Okay.